Prince of Me 4 is the latest episode in the adventures of Prince Eddie and his Queen Paige.
Oh, we've received a wedding invitation.
Oh, whose wedding?
Princess Myra. The only daughter of the King of Sangyun.
Sangyun. That's in Asia.
My vision of Sangyun is, from the script, it's supposed to be a tropical country. It's supposed to be a warmer look, very rich look.
We have some new characters. We have Princess Myra, who is the Princess of Sangyun.
And we hired Asa Wang, who is one of the top models in Asia.
We are very pleased to be here for Princess Myra's wedding.
And we have a couple of suitors for Princess Myra, one of whom is the richest man in Sangyun.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Everything before you is mine, or soon will be. Am I right?
And we hired a man named Wei, who's a Thai star in the music industry.
Look at her, she's miserable.
Well, you don't know that.
Eddie, she's known him for a month. I mean, not to mention he's kind of terrible.
Yes. No, he's not the most charming man in the world.
Somebody has to be the bad guy, and it just so happens I was the bad guy in this one.
I'm soon to be your husband. Your father has decreed.
And the other suitors is a humble stable boy who's in love with her.
They grew up together. She loves him.
She told you that?
Yes, last night after you went to sleep.
I am the stable boy, and my character's name is Alu, and I basically take care of the elephants. Just a peasant boy, you know, that falls in love with a princess.
I think the challenging thing about preparing yourself for a kissing scene, I mean, it's not an easy thing to do.
My first on-screen, oh goodness.
Chris's mark a little bit? Yeah. Good. Sure, Chris.
You do get a little bit nervous.
That was nerve-wracking, yeah.
It's about forbidden love, and when you actually kiss someone, you're actually thinking that, you know, this is the person that I might not be able to marry, and I could feel it. It's definitely something that I'll remember.
I love you. I will always love you. I will love you till the end of time. Go. Someone's coming.
Nothing. I will never forget you.
There's a big talent pool here in Thailand. I found a lot of very talented actors.
Very, very attractive, actually, which made me feel rubbish. You know, because, you know, playing the lead in the film, you're meant to be like, you're meant to look good. And then all these supermodels turn up on set and you feel a bit inferior.
My hope was that the actors would sort of bond, and it's the same kind of family that we built in the previous movies, and it's happened very nicely.
Queen Paige, will you ride on Kayla through the streets of Sangyun?
On her?
One of the main characters in this movie is the elephant Kayla, who is the royal elephant in the kingdom of Sangyun. Kayla goes missing.
What if we got her back?
Pardon?
This one actually has a sort of quite a big streak of adventure. We go into the jungle, there's wild animals, there's danger, there's bad guys out to get them. It's a little bit more action-packed than the earlier ones.
Shooting in the jungles, for me, it was interesting because it was challenging in a way that I didn't find shooting challenging before.
Paige!
Hopefully we reinvented the franchise to give it more of a action-adventure, romantic comedy feel.
What can the audience expect?
Well, they can expect an adventure.
Adventure, yeah.
There are a lot of stunts in this movie.
One day it would be the Prince of Me 4 and you'll be be walking around very regal and and everything.
Looking nice.
And looking nice, and then the next day your hair's messy and you're like doing an Indiana Jones type thing.
You smell.
Yeah. Do kings smell? Well, this one does.
Eddie? Are you hurt?
Just my pride.
Eddie sliding down a hill, Eddie falling out of a tree. And of course, the fights that we have. The stunt team here are great. I should have expected this, but I was still surprised.
Think of it as a girl who's going through life and is, you know, in love and having these incredible things happen to her.
What's that for?
For being worried about me. And for being my hero.
We've never, ever known anything about Zoran's private life whatsoever. And this is the 4th time we've seen Zoran, but in this one, Zoran actually has a little bit of romance in his life. Hello. I'm Zoran. I'm King Edward's chief aide.
Ryan.
In the past, Zoran was always sort of a character on the sidelines. It was all about the romance between Eddie and Paige, and we thought it was high time that Zoran had a little fun of his own.
What is going on? Zoran.
Your Majesty.
Oh, I'm sorry for interrupting.
Oh, you're not interrupting anything. We were just discussing the best way back to the palace. And then you see Rayan slipped, and her mouth fell on mine.
I see.
The Ryan role requires someone who can slash machetes through a jungle, as well as appear gracious and elegant in the palace scenes. So we were very lucky to find Selena Lowe.
Pretty bloody impressive.
My favorite part of this movie actually was all the animals involved. I'm an animal lover, so for me to get to ride an elephant and play with an orangutan and...
Yeah, and snakes.
Snakes, yeah. That was the most fun for me.
Yes, the bugs wasn't great.
My first movie. Well, Chris is very game. I gave him a choice of bugs. He had several different plates of bugs to choose from. He chose the largest.
Thank you, but,
They are honoring you with this special delicacy.
And then we did a lot of takes on him just because we were enjoying it.
Oh, the beef. You want to try one?
It wasn't one bug that I ate
Many
that day.
different takes.
It's many different takes from many different angles, directed at different people, and therefore I think I ate 9 cockroaches that night. And
fly.
They don't taste good.
Sir, seriously, don't.
Hi, welcome to Beetle Challenge. We've just decided that after this scene, Jonathan Firth, who plays Soren in the film, will eat a beetle live for you. Come back after the break.
In the initial phase of the movie, there was very little dancing and very little music, and during the pre-production phase, the director and I got together and decided that we would try to elevate this movie to a different level.
In the scene that I shot today, I'm basically doing my engagement dance to Ka, which was choreographed, I think, a few weeks ago, which we've been preparing for a really long time.
Asa has probably been with the choreographer 5-6 times already, just learning her dance sequence.
So today was actually a really beautiful scene where I'm dancing, and it's something different for me.
And then Catherine and I, during pre-production, said, well, let's try to do something a little different for the end credit sequence, and we came up with this idea of doing a dance video.
Could you play Someone I Can Love?
That was influenced somewhat by Slumdog Millionaire and Something About Mary and Bend It Like Beckham, where we were running the credits over scenes from the movie and the music video and a song that was written specifically for the movie in order to give the movie a real uplift at the end.
So we found a great choreographer in P-Bird, and he's put together a dance troupe of his finest dancers, and we're going to dance 160 people to this music track.
Every day she's filled with regret, and now she lays in a prison bed. She dreams every night of the one.
And so far, we've been really lucky. All of the actors have gotten into it and having a great time.
I felt really, really empowered playing Myra because it's about forbidden love, and she fought, and people helped her fight to get what she wanted. If you do really, really love someone, I think it will come.
I think that was a rather lovely way to celebrate our first-year anniversary, don't you think?
I suppose.
What? Well, come on, it had everything. Adventure, exotic locations, star-crossed lovers, an elephant.
Okay, you win.
Thank you.
It was amazing. But you really set the bar high for our 2-year anniversary.
Mm.
So thank you, Thailand.
Oh, yes, thank you. Good job, Chris.
Good job, Karen.